it's Christmas. Got the Tillotson 236R unboxing. Got the Flywheel and fan shroud. I'm not sure what's in there. Got the pull start recoil. Cam. Cylinder head. Piston. Ignition coil. I'm not sure what's in there, just odds and ends parts in those in that brown paper. That's the rod, stroker rod. Yep, 58 millimeter. And the crankcase assembly. Yeah, and there it all is. Let's unbox this stuff. There it is, all laid out. All shiny and brand new. So this kit comes with the 72 millimeter crankcase assembly. Got the stroker crank. And it's nice on this case, it has a little added strength on top there. First we're gonna get the bearing pressed in to the side cover. This is the first time I've done it, so I didn't want to break anything. Just got it on the bearing press here. I just know when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you stay away from that center ring. When you're pressing it, keep all the force on the outside ring. And there you have it, it's all in there. Almost. I think it's got a little bit to go. And then we're going to do the crankcase bearing. I was a little more worried on this one. I did not want to break that case. But yeah, just get it on the press there. Get my little, I don't know what you want to call that, some piece of metal. Push that bearing in. Line it up perfect. And press it on. A few minutes later and it's in. I couldn't tell if I had it all the way in, so I just had to kind of play with it for a little bit until it seemed like it was all the way in there. Finished product. I think it's supposed to just sticks up just a little bit. Then you gotta put the seal on the other side there. And it's done. Next up, let's my cousin Mikey get the rod put on the crankshaft. So yeah, this is the 58mm rod. Big stroker. Just throw those bearings in there. Torque it on there. You just take those, obviously take those bolts off, spread that open. Each side has like a little lip. Just catch the lip on there. Bam, it's on. So when I was working on this thing, let me get this cover off here and I'll show you. So I kind of skipped ahead, but when I got the rod on, then I tried to get the cam in and I noticed the cam was hitting. So I had to shave the side of that crankshaft off. Wasn't sure how much to take off. I called up the manufacturer, I got it, and they said just keep taking it off till it lines up. Yeah, you see those arms and that spring? They were rubbing right on the side there, so I just kept grinding off until it finally cleared. They said it's kind of a common thing. I was just hoping that it stayed balanced. And I got the, as you can see, the cam in there. It's the 265 lift cam. Now we're gonna pop on the side cover. Just get those little dowels in there. Throw the gasket on and bolt it on. Next up, we're gonna throw the flywheel on. Just kind of lap it, get some grinding compound on there so it has a nice fit. Just pop that key off. Just took like a screwdriver, hit it with a hammer, pops right up. Then put some of that compound on there. Just a little bit. Don't need to overdo it. I'm doing all this one-handed, so it's kind of tough to get it to record everything, but yeah, you just get it on there, rub it back and forth for a few turns. You'll hear it when it's done. Then be sure to wipe all that compound off there. You don't want any of that grinded on there. Let's get this cup put on. Make sure to line it up correctly. Put the nut on. I'm not sure what you're supposed to torque them to. I don't know. I just kind of hit it with the impact. Now we're going to slap the cylinder head on there. Got the copper gasket in there, clear valve cover. And this assembly, it came all assembled, but I'm going to switch out the springs. I think those are maybe like 18-pound springs. And I'm going to put some 26-pound springs in. And then I got some Champion rocker arms. And then the red retainers. This makes it look a little cooler. Not sure. I think I bought 22-pound springs too for some reason, but I'm going to go with the 26-pound springs. Like I said, I'm doing this one-handed, so kind of couldn't record everything. Had to shut the camera off and take care of business. And then here I'm just putting the springs in. I got this tool off Amazon. It makes life way easier. Trying to get these springs in without that tool is pretty tough. But this tool makes it really easy. It's a breeze. This one end goes on the bottom of the valve, and the other one goes on the top of the spring. You just kind of crank it to where you want it. Get your keepers on there. And there's the finished product. Yeah, those look. The red makes them just look a little cooler. And there we got the Champion rocker arms in. I wanted to do some ratio rockers, but they're a little more expensive. I'll probably do those in the future. Right now we're just get those dowels in there, and then got that copper gasket, pop that on. So I noticed this gasket didn't line up perfect, but whatever. I'm just gonna run it. Let's get this thing done. It's off there a little bit on that top right hole. And poof. Cylinder head's on. Let's get these push rods put in there. I didn't do the chromoly ones just because, I don't know, I wasn't sure what size to use. So I just used the stainless steel ones. They said they would fit, so I went with those. I'll probably swap them out for the chromoly ones when I get the ratio rockers. And there I just kind of jumped ahead on some stuff. Got the ignition coil on. Make sure the gap's right. Already checked it, so it's already tightened on there. Threw that clear valve cover on. I mean, that's easy. So it's pretty much all assembled. Just need to get the fan shroud and recoil on, and there it is. Also got that carb manifold on there. Pretty much all assembled, everything but the carburetors on there. Tillotson 236R. Now let's start it up. That's the only part I got it on. It took a couple pulls. I had to change the spark plug out. I used an old spark plug, but I just gave it some gas and started it. Here it is, running. Sounds nice. And yeah, there it is, all said and done. I need to get a gas tank mounted on there, but once I do that, I'll take it out for a spin,